In this video, we're going to illustrate how to receive a purchase order in Basis using Spire. So I'm going to first log into Basis. User 11111 and log into the Toronto warehouse. When I log in, I just want to make sure that there's a setting for integration, API integration. We need to make sure that we select Spire. So once we do that, we just go back and now we're able to go to purchase order. So we need the purchase order number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Spire. I've got Spire open here. And I'm going to go to purchase order. And let's say I'm going to take one of the issued purchase order, for example, this one here. It has one item. So it's purchase order number 4073042. So I'm just going to enter the purchase order number here. So what happens is Basis will make a call to the server, and if the purchase order is not in Basis, it'll just go to Spire and bring it into Basis. So now when I go into the purchase order, I can see, so what I did here, just to recap, I went to purchase order and I put in the purchase order number, and then it showed up on the bottom here. So now I go inside and I see the item. So if the item is barcoded at this point, I can scan it, or if I prefer, I can just tap on it. So here I need to enter the location where I'm going to save it. That's important if we're going to track location. And then we need to put how many we're receiving. So I'm going to receive 6. And then here it is. So, and then I'm going to receive one more here. And I'm going to receive it in location A2. And then here it is. So now it turns green, so that means it's completely done. What I can do now is I can just send it back to the server by pressing the little cloud button here. And when I say yes, what it does, it'll actually send it back to the server, so I'll be able to see it. So the next step is to go to the Basis portal. So you should have that, but if I'm going to send you a link and the username and password anyway. Once you're logged into the Basis portal, you go to Basis, and then you go to purchase order. And if you go to purchase order, you should be able to see any purchase order that's already been received will be in green. Any purchase order that hasn't been received is in blue. So in this case, I never imported the purchase order from Spire, which I could have done from here. I imported it by just selecting it on the iPad. It's the same thing. If I want to see what the details, I can just click on details, and it's going to show me. I don't need this here anymore. It shows me that I've received my 7. And the other thing that I could see, I can see the different transactions that were actually, so I see that I had one in location A2 and one in location A1. And then from here, all I have to do is just select here and say export to Spire. And once this has been exported to Spire, then the process is completed. Let me just go back into Spire just so that we see what it looks like. So this is my order here, 70042. If I refresh, I don't think it changes the status, but if I go inside of it, now I can see a received quantity of 7. So then the last part is to just go into Spire and receive just like I would have done normally. So basically I didn't have to come in here, and then the advantage is I've also told Basis the location, so Basis will have the location from now on. So once I click on receive, then everything else is just like if I had gone here and done it manually. So I hope this helps a little bit, and I'm going to send you that along with the password. Thank you.